What's going on, Wix Nation? MPS here from Wix Training Academy, and today I'll be showing you Wix SEO, everything you need to know to maximize your SEO on Google. Hey, if you are brand new here to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I'm thrilled to have you here. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on, because we've only got more content coming that's going to help benefit you and your online business. And guess what? You'll instantly plug into the largest Wix training community on the internet. That's right, the whole internet, and we'd love to have you here. To give you some background to lay down the framework of today's video, I'm going to pretend that I'm starting a restaurant here in Charlotte, North Carolina called Ohana Poke Company. Poke is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't already tried Poke, I recommend you do it. And I would love if there was one sitting right outside my window here, but there's not. That's why I'm going to start Ohana. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Wix SEO wizard and show you how it works and where you can go to maximize and optimize your SEO through Wix, so that way you can rank better on Google. And that's going to be the framework for today's video. Now, without further ado, I know you've already hit that subscribe and like button. We're going to jump into the actual content and show you what we're all about. This video is brought to you by Atomic Social, which is an industry-leading marketing firm that specializes in website design, search engine optimization, SEO, and social media marketing. And today they are running a special offer exclusively for my subscribers to help build or rebuild your entire website for a one-time fee of only $1,000, over 50% off their traditional pricing, and that's up to 8 pages. And wow, let me tell you, I have never seen such amazing websites for such an affordable price. This offer will only be available for a limited time, so reach out today and book an appointment with them here at this link, and this link will also be in the video description below. Aloha and welcome to Ohana Poke. Today I am going to be not serving you poke. Instead, I will be showing you how we're going to get our SEO up to snuff so we can rank better on Google and drive in traffic that's looking for poke in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Here's how we're going to start. We're going to go to our Wix dashboard. That's right, not our Wix editor, our Wix dashboard, and we are going to go to marketing and SEO. When we go to marketing and SEO, we see this is an essential aspect to building a website. More importantly, getting found. Because if you've got a fantastic website, but no one can find you, what's the use? So we're going to go ahead and press Start Now on Get Found on Google. So we're going to start now. This is where we are actually going to fill out our business and our site name. Now, when you do this, you're just simply going to fill out whatever your business or website name is. There are obviously optimization strategies, but for right now, we are Ohana Poke Company, Co. And then we are going to press Next. Do we have a business location? So I'm going to say yes, we do. And then I am going to type in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's our business location, right? I'm not going to give a specific address because just right off the top of my head, outside of my own address, I don't really have one to give. So we are operating in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I just moved. Thank you guys for all the support. Then we are going to hit Next. By the way, if we went back there, just to give you a brief look, if we went back here, if you do not have a physical location, you're not a restaurant, you're not a brick and mortar business, they do have an option for you to click no, it's an online only business, whether that's, online consulting, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's a blog, whatever that may be, you can choose no, it's online only, and that won't help or hurt or penalize you in Google's eyes. It just needs to be distinguished. So that way, if you do have a physical location, you know how to best prepare your SEO, and there's actually different strategies, geo-local SEO strategies that you're going to want to employ to make sure that you optimize that best, where it's a little different if you're solely online. So now we're going to hit Next. Okay, now these are a very, very crucial aspect to what you're about to do. These are 3 keyword phrases that clearly describe your business and the services you offer. Now, let me tell you something about these 3 keywords. These are very, very important because these are 3 keywords that will be attached to your website that Google will look at to figure out, okay, what is this website? What is this business? What do they do? Where are they? And why should people visit them? Or what do they offer, right? And so these 3 keywords are going to be essential to your success, because you need to make sure they're keyword loaded, but really optimized for what your business does. Now, in recent years, longer tail keywords have been much more effective. So the more specific you can get, the better. Now, you don't want to get so specific to where there's not actual any monthly search volume for those particular searches, but you also don't want to be so broad that the competition is through the roof and there's billions of search volume each month for that particular topic. You really want to think and craft these keywords carefully, and my highest recommendation is to utilize the Google Keywords tool to figure out what those search forecasts are in your particular business, and so that way you can start to plan out some keywords. For instance, I am Ohana Poke Company in Charlotte, North Carolina. So one of my keywords is going to be Poke Charlotte NC. Okay, Poke Charlotte NC. Then I'm going to do Poke Bowls Charlotte. And I'm doing a very targeted geo-local campaign. Because listen, if you're a brick and mortar restaurant and you're not like shipping goods anywhere across the country and you are solely in a particular area, then what you're going to want to make sure you do is you're going to want your keywords to be optimized for that area. For instance, why would you just need to put Poke United States? You wouldn't. That's a horrible keyword if you're a geo-local business. You're trying to capitalize all of the Charlotte market, in my case. That's what I'm trying to capitalize, the Charlotte market. More particular, even if you live in a particular neighborhood in a city, like there's lots of neighborhoods here in Charlotte. There's South End, there's South Park, there's Dilworth, there's First Ward, Third Ward, Second Ward, Fourth Ward. There's all the different areas in Charlotte. So I'll just put Poke Dilworth, Charlotte, and that capitalizes on a particular neighborhood. It makes it very geo-local, which centralizes my SEO. So now these are my 3 keywords. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create an SEO plan. Again, I highly recommend you use the Google Keyword tool and think of keywords that are specific to what you do, what you offer, and where you offer it, unless you're not a geo-local business. If you're online, think of things that are specific, very specific to what you do and what you offer, how you offer it. And then start checking it from there against the Google Keyword tool to get monthly search volumes. Now I'm going to press create SEO plan, and it's going to create our SEO plan. Now here's the very, very cool thing about how this works. It then goes to our SEO plan, and what Wix does is they actually provide you a customized checklist, literally a checklist, as you go down the list of what you need to accomplish in order to maximize the SEO of your website. And then what you're going to do is you're literally going to solely go step by step and go through the checklist. And I'm going to go through some of them with you right now. So step 1, this is essential. You need to get your website listed on Google. Wix and Google have a phenomenal relationship, and Wix will actually allow you to integrate it straight from here. Watch. I'm going to press connect to Google. And then it says before you can connect, you need to check mark each item in step 1, right? So I have to go through here. And I'm going to go through and do that right now. But what's really nice is that Wix has an instant connection with Google. So Google will instantly accept Wix websites to be listed, so that way it's already indexed and your site can start being crawled by Google bots, right? So the first step on our website checklist here is update the homepage title on search engines. Let me show you how to do this. And this will follow suit for each and every page you have on your website, right? So we're going to press go for it. And then it'll tell you why it's important. You can read about why it's important. But what you need to do is you need to change the current title. What you can do is Wix has gotten so sophisticated and so helpful that they even provide you recommended titles to use for your homepage, and for that matter, every other page that you're going to be maximizing your SEO on. For instance, this is a recommended title. Poke, Dilworth, Charlotte, Ohana Poke Company, United States. That's just a recommendation. Or you can do Poke Bowl, Charlotte, Ohana Poke Co., United States. What you're doing is you're capitalizing on the initial keyword, right? Your initial keyword. You're using one of those three. And then you're putting that next to the name of the company. And then it's giving you an additional keyword with the United States. Technically speaking, you don't need that particular portion, or you can change that to something else, or you can keep it. Again, these are recommended based on past history of what maximizes your SEO here on Wix. So I always recommend looking at these and at least entertaining them. In this case, these are good. These are good keywords. Poke Charlotte NC. I like Poke Bowl Charlotte. I'm going to copy that. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the editor. So it's going to have us go to the editor. And then I'll show you how this works. Once our editor loads up, we'll let it work its magic. I'll take a sip of coffee. Me and my yellow cup. I actually brewed a Starbucks peppermint mocha kind. It's pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so now we're in here, and it kind of already brought us to where we need to be, but I'm going to show you how to get there just in case you forget. So now to change your page SEO, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to menus and pages, your page manager. You're going to click home or whatever page you're working on. You're going to go click on those three dots, click SEO Google, and then here you will see your page title. This is where you will add your title, and I'm going to go ahead and paste the one that Wix provided me. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. I'm going to press done, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to refresh and see if it has updated. Bingo. And just like that, Wix registered that you completed that step. After you save, you have to press save in the editor so it can register it, and then you refresh it there and it registers. And there's one check off of the checklist. Next on the list, we have changed the home page's SEO description. Now, this is very important. You can see Wix provides some recommended things, such as include at least one of your keywords. So mine could be Poke Bowl Charlotte or Poke Bowl Charlotte. Include your business name or site name. So Ohana Poke Company, and keep it between 50 and 320 characters. So this is the sweet spot of where you need to be, and really you can't go any less and you can't go any more than those. Those are parameters. So what we'll do is we'll go back to editor, and we're already here on our home page, and then you have to craft a description. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go through, actually I will. So Ohana Poke Co. is serving up authentic Hawaiian poke bowls in Charlotte, NC. This funky and good vibes restaurant is guaranteed to make you want to come back. Now, this is just right off the top of my head, right? So I didn't, I didn't create something absolutely phenomenal. What you need to do is you're going to have to craft a description that works for you. But what you can see, and these are the key components, is you can see I used the name of the business, Ohana Poke Company, is serving up authentic Hawaiian poke bowls in Charlotte, North Carolina. I used the keyword poke bowls in Charlotte. This is the other key. You want to make sure you link back to your keywords. Google starts to recognize that. Your pages get indexed. And then I added a little fluff on there to get someone that's interested. They see your description on Google. Okay, they're serving up poke bowls in Charlotte. What else do I need to know about them? This funky and good vibes restaurant is guaranteed to make you want to come back. Now, that last sentence could be anything and everything, and mine, to be quite honest, isn't absolutely fantastic, but it gives you an idea of what you're trying to accomplish. That's kind of like your little sales line. What else are you doing? Or even talk about your ingredients, talk about your product, your service, in a very detailed but also broad light, right? Because you're not getting into full detail. Just explain what you do, what makes you different, your UCA, your unique competitive advantage. add that right there in that line. And then what we'll do is I'm going to save it again. We'll go back here and we'll refresh. Now, I don't know if I hit 50 characters. Okay, I obviously did. So homepage's SEO is good to go. Now it says optimize the homepage's text. Now, if we click on this, what do we need to do? Well, what we have to do is we have to edit the page's text to include at least one of your keywords. Business or site name appears. This is already accomplished for me. So what this is saying is this wants you to, on the actual homepage, in some capacity, whether it's like an about us on the homepage or a little blurb about what you do, obviously it's got to be stylized, include one of the keywords that we used for the website. So if we go to editor, we'll go back here and we'll go to the homepage. You can see I already have the name Ohana Poke on here, right? So that is already covered. Now, for instance, one of these, this says quality products, Hawaiian flavors, open daily for takeout and delivery. Now, for the sake of this, I'm not saying this is where you want to put it. There's plenty of places to put it, whether it's like right here, serving up poke bowls in Charlotte, NC, right? That's an example, right? Now you're going to come through here and you're going to go through and make sure that it actually looks nice and that the text fits, but utilize one of your keywords somewhere on your page's copy, on your text, so it links back. Because now if I press save, we've already got the name of the business on there. Now if I refresh it, we're optimized for homepage text, because we actually went ahead and added one of our keywords in the text. Then make sure your homepage is set to be visible in search results. This is already the case for us, and it's default on Wix sites that it is. Your site is mobile friendly. You guys know what this is. Google's ranking mobile websites very heavy lately, especially up to new standards, because where do you look for things? When you're out in a new area and you're looking for poke bowls, likely you're going to search it on your phone on Google, right? Make sure your website's mobile friendly. If not, you're going to get penalized. And this is your mobile editor right here. This is how you edit your mobile website. All of your Wix standard template websites will already come fairly much mobile ready. But you can go through here and you can actually go to your mobile editor and adjust the website as needed. Again, if you're using a Wix template, it's already going to come mobile friendly. So if we go back to desktop and go back here, we then see connect your website to a domain. Now this is a crucial aspect. You're a business, right? You are a business, which means you need to make sure you've got a domain name. It's professional, a .com or whatever it is, .io, whatever you decide to use. It's professional. Otherwise, you're going to have blah, blah, blah.wixsite.com. That just screams unprofessional. That just screams unestablished. Get your professional domain name. The way you're going to do that is you need to actually, one, get a hosting plan for your website, and two, you need to get your domain name. Now, if you, depending on the hosting plan you get, sometimes you'll get 1 year free with a domain name of your choice, and you'll get the domain name free for a year, but you got to get the hosting plan first. You'll have to determine which hosting plan is going to work best for you, but the reason you need a actual domain name is because Google views that as legitimate, and so does everyone else. I don't want to go to Ohana Poke Company website and see it's like mps.wixsite.com. What is that? That's not Ohana Poke Company. That just screams a lazy business owner, right? That's what I think, and that's what people think, and it also turns them off because they're like, if you have online ordering on your website, for instance, I'm using Ohana Poke Company again as the traditional example here. If I have online ordering, am I really going to trust submitting an online order to mps.wixsite.com, or am I going to trust submitting my online order to Ohana Poke Company ohanapokecompany.com, because I know they'll receive it. That's a professional name. They've got a system. They've got it all set up. Think about it, right? Just put yourself in your shoes. When you're doing stuff like this, finding a restaurant, how are you thinking? And then build the website accordingly. Then you have to, last step on our step one is connect to Google Search Console. You need to get a Google Search Console account. As long as you have a Google account, you can get a Google Search Console, and then you would just press connect to Google. It'll have you sign in, and it'll link up your website to Google Search Console. Same thing here, connect to Google. You got to go through all the steps in step 1 to do it, which means you got to connect to Google Search Console first and get your premium domain name, but then you'll get indexed into Google. So guys, that is step 1. Those are your core essentials. After that, there's a couple key things. It's going to have you go through all of your pages and do exactly what we just did on all of them with the home page, like we did the title and the description. So you're going to have to go through that on all of your pages. And then step 3 is to keep improving your SEO. You could hire a Wix SEO partner. If you guys didn't know, I work with Atomic Social, and they are an incredible brand partner. Atomic Social offers SEO. If you'd like to get in touch with them, I'll throw a link down in the description below. And then you can also go through the SEO guide and continue to optimize your SEO. I hope this video has given you an in-depth view at how SEO works here on Wix. I certainly know that this SEO plan helped me when I started out and started really diving into SEO, and I certainly know it'll help you because it's proven, it's optimized, and Wix literally holds your hand through the process by giving you step-by-step instructions. All you got to do is do the work and check them off the list, and make sure you don't cut corners when you're doing this. Actually do the work. I promise you, you'll be happy you did. And remember that SEO is a long-term investment. You invest your time, and if you hire someone to do it for you, because you got to keep it updated, you invest your money for a long-term investment. SEO is not something that's going to turn around and within 24 hours you're going to get flocks of traffic to your website. It'll take place over 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. And that's when you'll start to see the compounding results of growing in SEO. And if you are a geolocal business, I want to emphasize this right now. I really want to put everything out there about SEO. I highly recommend you get a Google My Business account, so that way you can create a Google business listing. You know, when you go to Google and you see the restaurants that show there on Google Maps, that'll be you if you get a Google business listing, and you're going to want to optimize that, have people leave you reviews and fill out all of the details. That's on the Google side. That's not on the Wix side, but they correlate, right? You're going to connect your website to your Google business listing. So make sure you get the all-inclusive setup and do not cut corners, because you will not reap the results and the rewards if you cut corners. If you put in the time, you put in the effort, you will see results, and you'll be very happy you did that. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please drop a thumbs up down below. Comment if you've got any questions whatsoever, and if you'd like to see more videos on SEO. And lastly, if this video helped you out and you enjoyed the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on. And nonetheless, just join our community. You'll instantly plug into the largest Wix training community on the internet. I personally would love to have you here. We're an excellent community. We would love to welcome you in. It just starts by clicking that subscribe button and turning those bell notifications on. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Can't wait to see you in our next one. And I'm happy to be here in Charlotte, get into work on this stuff full time.